Many notaries, especially when starting out, heavily rely on platforms or agencies to get business. And while these can be fantastic launch pads, there's immense value in sourcing your own leads.
Oh my gosh, that's so true. Honestly, solely relying on platforms can put such a cap on your potential. And let's just talk about why.
Sure. For one, when you bring your own clients, you have direct control over the relationship.
Uh,
Um, yes. So this means that you can set your own fees, dictate your schedule, and build a relationship that can lead to repeat business and referrals.
that's so spot on and exactly, honestly, what I think both you and I have done. And let's not forget about the networking potential. Engaging in local business events, business networking events rather, which
Mhm.
I personally don't do, but I know that you do a lot of, like
I
attending
do.
some Chamber of Commerce events or simply being active on professional platforms like LinkedIn and other numerous doors that can be slammed the heck open.
Yes. Yes. And if you leverage your current sphere of influence and then also make a really good impression, one-time clients can turn into someone that is a really good source of both referrals and income for you. So I think word of mouth and someone referring someone else is one of the most powerful tools in our industry.
Well, even coming from the bookkeeping side, referrals are where I really would only work with people, to be honest, that I had a
Mhm.
referral from just because I wouldn't trust oh, hey, can you give me a price for this? Can you give me a number for this? How much are you going to charge me for this?
Yeah.
Referrals are truthfully, it's a vetted, warm lead, if you will,
Mhm.
right? So, but at the same time, online platforms can't be ignored. LinkedIn, for instance, is a gold mine for notaries. I
Mhm.
personally haven't jumped into it, but I've heard so many good things about other notaries that have delved into that.
Yes.
Would that be one of them?
Yeah.
Regular posts about your services, sharing your knowledge, which Katie, we
Mhm.
all know you have so many fantastic videos out there already. Or honestly, even engaging with others in your field can just boost that visibility and credibility, which is so important.
Yes. And of course, we can't rule out the traditional routes. So, handing out business cards, attending conferences or workshops, and then collaborating with local businesses can really bring brand awareness to your business.
Well, absolutely. But in the end, it's all about being proactive and diversified in your approach. And notaries really do have to be both service providers and entrepreneurs because let's be real, we make shit happen. So the more you invest in your personal brand and those relationships that go along with it, the higher the rewards that you will see.
Mm-hmm. And just as an aside to all of the notaries that might be listening or have want some insight into the industry, that the opportunities are endless.
Hmm?
So the world is vast, and
And
especially
how many new things have you been doing lately on the channel
untapped
of
markets.
untapped
I have a
markets?
lot. Yeah, so I have a couple in the pipeline. It just takes a little bit of research sometimes, but I do have a lot coming out.
And how do you find those though, Katie?
My brain just doesn't shut off. So
Well,
almost
we know
every.
that. We know that. But I mean, but you're just Googling, you're
So,
just
well, okay, yes. So the easiest thing that I can say is that when I'm out in the community, I'm constantly talking to different people and then constantly trying to find different niches. So even someone from the receptionist at the front desk of a place that I recently went to, she was in the Navy. And so I asked her about Navy ships and if they had a notary on board. So that's going to be
quite literally
in,
on board. And I come
yeah.
from Groton, Connecticut, the submarine capital of the world, where I loved my seamen and they were fantastic. But again, I felt so bad because there were so many families that probably needed a notary to get stuff done. Your untapped markets, I think, are a great thing, and we really should, honestly, if I don't know, we'll post some things. Well, you're going to post some things because that's what you
Yeah,
do.
yeah. Well, I
So,
off the top of my head, in case someone is just without going into and sitting down and watching all of them, the most recent is mineral rights groups, law firms, litigation, shipping, to and from the United States, international shipping. There's a ton of different avenues that are not
Think outside the
utilized.
box. Think outside the
Yeah, you
box.
got to think outside
Right?
of the box.
Yeah.
Essentially, you
Yeah.
just got to think outside the
And
box.
no one's going to do it. And no one's going to do it for you.
No,
Yeah.
no.